Hello guys, Alberto here again in another episode. This time I'll be replacing a LCD screen for a Toshiba Satellite M505D S4000. You need small tools and it just takes a few minutes. I'll show you how it's done. All you need is screwdriver kit, just a small screwdriver with a Phillips tip. You buy the monitor from Amazon or eBay. The cost was $50. And here's our laptop. You don't need to take any of the screws from underneath. All you had to do is remove the pieces that go in here. It's four. One in the corner and another one here. It's these plastic things. And the screws, just little screws. So you take these four, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you pry it off these piece. It just pops like this. Just work your way around. It's just your hands. And just keep getting the frame out. So we got this part out. The upper is done. The corners, the sides are done. And you have to just get the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna need an extra hand here, so I'm gonna put my camera down, pause it, and then I'm gonna show you the rest of the process. So you might have to move the laptop upside down and get it loose from the back. The idea is to bring these out like so, but like I said, you might have to flip the laptop over and so you can get to the other side and pry it off from the back. Once you do that, this piece comes off like this. Then now what we need to do is remove that screw right here. It's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just move the vessel off, and now you'll be able to reach it. So just kind of pry it off a little bit, and you just take the screws out. This is to take the main LCD displays from the vessel. Once this is done, then we're gonna replace the LCD. So I'm gonna take these 4 screws and I'll be back. Okay, so I took the 4 screws And now we just bring this bezel off. What is it stuck? I know I took the screw over here. Not this. Oh, my bad. There's another screw here. It's supposed to have 4. I don't know why this one has an extra one. And obviously, so as 3. Some laptops have 4. This one has 2 on each side. This has 3 on each side. Some have the frame together. These have all separate in 3 pieces. So you flip this like this, then this is your main connector. It has this tape, so you take this off the tape. And be careful, pull this tape out. You can just sit on the side, and the connector has another tape in here. It's clear, so it's hard to see, but it's there. And that slide that way. It was too quick, but that's how it went. The new LCD. Also, be careful when you open it. You don't want to break it. The whole process takes only maybe 15 to 30 minutes. Because with this cover to keep it from getting dirty. So take it off. Try not to touch it. You can leave it there until the end, but since we're about to put the frame, we had to remove it. So don't touch the LCD. You can, but you had to clean your fingerprints afterwards. So just grab from the edges. So you grab this connector back, push these. I'm gonna get a little bit of light. So you can see it better. So you grab the connector. And it's just gonna slide in there. The tape is just to keep it in place, but sometimes gets off on the way. Let's get it more complicated. So just push it through. I'll grab, and then it just goes in there. You'll be able to tell. There you go. Then we need to get the other tape from the other LCD to keep it steady, so this other piece doesn't come off. This is to hold the connector, this is to hold the rest of the wire, and it doesn't come off while we're moving, because this can come off easily. Pass your finger through there, that should be good. Okay, now flip it over. And put your screws back. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna pause it and then I'm gonna put the frame back and then the screws back, and we're done. So I'll be back. Bye guys, so I'll put the other side already. This is the one of the sides. So you put the screw there, one here and one here. The other side is done. Make sure when you put this bar, it's facing that way towards the screw, because sometimes you may put it the other way and this is gonna be this way, but it needs to be that way. That way the screw can go in there, okay? So just don't forget that. There you go. Now you see it sitting in there, right? This one sits in there too. If this piece of the frame it's this way, like this, like my hand, it's not gonna go, it's not gonna close. So you have to put it that way. L shape this way, not that way. So now it's sitting in there. Now we're gonna put the frame. It has 4 screws again, which are gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we put the little covers and everything is done. So you put these things, little snap. It may take a while. You have to push this down, snap it, use one hand to hold the back, what you've done, and the other one to continue pressing. Same thing here, and everything is in place. So now I'm gonna put the 4 screws, then we turn on the laptop and we'll be done. When you order the part online, make sure you search for the right model. Of the LCD with your laptop. Otherwise you're gonna get the wrong part and you're gonna have to return it. This side, make sure you it's gonna go in an angle, so it's tricky. Isn't going in there yet, so I'm gonna try this. And then the other. Probe is not going the way it needs to go, so I have to take off the screw first and close the laptop and make sure it's snapped. It didn't snap properly, so now the screws are meant to match. I thought it closed, but it didn't, so now I can see the holes that it aligned, so now the screw should go in there. If it doesn't go, you had to move these like you see me. I push down in here, and with this finger I lift up to make it go higher so my screwdriver can push the screw back in there. And you go hand tight. I'm gonna use the same thing. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side because the screw doesn't align properly and it doesn't want to close. So use a little bit of force. Alright guys, so now we turn around the laptop and screen is good. You use these pieces. It's hard to see if you can tell through these buttons. They go in each screw. They have glue, so try not to lose that glue. If not, then you're gonna have to put more glue, and that's it. And then you put the rest on each corner, and that's it. Everything is good. So not bad. 16 minutes, well, plus whatever the pause, about 20 minutes, like I said, 15 to 30 minutes. All right guys, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, and we'll see you again in another episode doing some work, computer work or any other repair job that we do. Take care guys. See you.